Greetings, everyone. Welcome to, Umineko, one of the Witching Reasoning. This is admittedly a game I only just, recently discovered, not even, 4 days ago, I guess. I am being held at gunpoint by my lovely friend here, the little Yukari PFP that's sitting right next to me. I have no idea what's in store for me, so let's begin. Fair enough.
また
I think this is better. You've
お酒をたしなま
been
れま
indulging
し
in
た
alcohol again, haven't you? The old physician was outside as you removed the stethoscope. Two elderly men could be seen in the dimly lit study, which was filled with dust and a sickly sweet stench. In the corner of this room, which was much larger than what people would normally call a study, there was an expensive-looking bed, a man undergoing medical examination, and the physician conducting it. There was also what appeared to be a servant watching over the whole scene.
酒は我が友だ
This bottle is
お
my
前に
friend.
負けぬ友
It
人
is
で
no
あり
less of a friend
そ
than
してお
you.
前よりも
It has
付き
stood
合
by
い
my
が
side
長 い
even longer than you have. When you see again, with the way that that guy is looking, going over the cape and into the suit. Okay, I'm just gonna be a little bit honest. I really don't think that you have many years left on you. The man who had bared his chest for the stethoscope spoke unapologetically as he strained down his clothes.
金蔵さんあんたの体が一見
The
調
body
子がい
only
い
appears to be well thanks to the
薬が
effects
効
of
い
the
てるか
medicine.
だが
However,
そんな強い
if you
酒を飲み続け
continue
て
to
は
drink such
薬の意
strong
味がな
spirits,
くなってしま
the
う
treatment will become meaningless.
悪いことは言わん
Trust my judgment.
酒は控えなさい
Whenever you're drinking, I really don't think that's gonna do anything. I'm sorry, Banjo. You're telling an alcoholic to stop drinking. Why don't you tell a arsonist to stop starting forest fires while they're at it? Surely that will work.
I mean, hey, what if it does?
忠告の気持ちだけはありがたくいただいておく
I thank you only for the
我が
sentiment,
友よ
my friend.
源氏もう一杯頼む
Another glass. What the f did I just tell you? Gee, someone should really fire this guy.
心持ち薄めでな南條の顔も立ててやれよろしいのですか
And yeah, no. I would have expected, Yamaoka from Persona 1, rather than, guy slaving in his 60s.
Yeah. I mean, fairs.
Are you quite sure? After I both the master who demanded the alcohol and his doctor who forbade it, Genji the old butler slightly gave a nod and carried out his master's orders faithfully. Nanjo, the man's personal doctor, let out a deep sigh once again as he watched the butlers busy himself alongside the liquor cabinet. There was a smell filling up the room. Gee, you don't think? The sweet poisonous aroma felt as though it melted the heart, if not the soul itself. It was the smell of the venomous creature the man couldn't bring himself to part from. Alright, calm down, babe. You really don't need that much venom.
Nanjo, お前は私の長きにわたる
You were
親
my
友
close
だ
friend of many years. I am
今日
deeply
まで
grateful for
私
all
を
that you have
長ら
done
え
to
さ
keep
せて
me
くれ
alive
た
this
ことを
long.
深く感謝する私は
I have done
何も
nothing. After
医
all,
者としての
you
忠告
never
など
listened to my advice as
金
your
蔵さん
physician.
は全く聞いてくれませんからお前
You
とて
never listened when I
差し
warned you
間違え
about
た
the
手を
mistaken
待て
chest
と
move
言
you
っ
were
ても
about to
聞か
make.
ぬではないかならば愛子という
Seems
も
we are
のだ
even.
親方
My
さん
lord.
すま
Thank you.
ん
I wouldn't die if I ran out of your medicine,
こ
but
い
I
つ
would
が
if I
切れ
ran
ては
out of
死んで
this.
しまうでな
With one eye on Nanjo, who had his face in a resigned expression, Kinzo took the glass that Genji was holding out to him. There are probably very few people who would associate the venomous color, which filled the glass with an alcoholic beverage.
南條、
You
正
honest
直に
with me.
話せ。
much
私の
time do I
命
have
はあ
left?
とどの程度持つ？
Slow now.
どのくら
How
いと申し
short
上げ
must
れば
I make it to
そ
get
のお
you to
酒を
stop
控え
drinking?
てくれますよな。
You don't have much time.
ありません。
What precisely do you mean by that?
どの程度に長くないというのだ。
このチェスで
Let's
例えまし
illustrate
ょ
with the
う。
chess game here. They really love chess, don't they?
金蔵さんの爪もなかなかですが
No comment.
私の
You were closing out the game quite well, but I
至り
do
ます
not ultimately see you cornering my king. Judging by the decision
I
of the
have probably
pieces, the match was
spoiled.
well into the endgame.
I've probably spent upwards of 20 hours of my life analysing this chessboard alone. I will say that
Fair
much.
enough. I know nothing about this game. I know nothing about this game, so
It's the
I
best way to-
do not know what any of these pieces represent. And
Yeah, just go into it blind. It's the best way.
And I also say I do not know anything about chess, but hold on, let me just. So there are 5 pawns left. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 pawns left. One of the bishops is gone. One of the horses is gone. One of the knights. Both of the rooks are gone. I think the queen is gone.
Both
Both queens are gone,
yeah.
yeah. 4 of the pawns on the white side are still around. Both of the rooks again. One of the bishops is gone, the same with the horse. And the kings are being surrounded by their, like, pieces. What I can only assume right off the bat is, like, the rook is probably, like, the right-hand man to the either side. With the rook, I'm assuming being, like, the butler for the black pieces. And, like, the tower, I can't remember what it's called. The tower.
The
Yeah,
castle.
the
That's
castle.
that's the rook. That's the rook.
Yeah, the rook. Yeah, the rook.
Actually, I think it's too early to start drawing conclusions like that. I'm just saying, like, it's the type of thing where everything has a lot of meaning. But I wouldn't worry about getting too caught up in trying to work things out yet.
To be fair, I am someone who is known for being incredibly wrong. Hilariously, famously wrong for making up theories, and then immediately getting them disproven. Calling
Yes.
it right now, the very next text box will disprove it. The white team had already been castled and cornered, so that even an amateur could see that the match would race you wasn't before too long. Yeah, no, that would be checkmate. With the little horse, you can move like 2 pieces, I think like 2 or 3 pieces up, and then 1 piece.
Horse can move one space, like in like horizontally / vertically, and then 1 diagonally in a move. It has to. So essentially an L
Yeah,
shape.
I completely. Again, I haven't been playing chess since like middle school, high school, so
I won't comment too much on the chess. There was a point in my life where I had the qualifications to go for international master in chess.
Jesus Christ, girl boss, what haven't you done at this point? Every time an angel came to give a medical examination, both of them would make a few moves. Ninja was stating with confidence that Kimsa would most likely fall into a general sleep before the game could be concluded. These were less the words of a physician than they were the words of an old friend.
普通の患者になら遺言を書くよう勧める頃です。
Were you a normal patient, I would recommend that you write a will at this point.
遺言とは
What is a
何
will,
だ
Ninja?
南條。
You bring the instructions to the vultures on how to devour and scour my corpses.
ハゲタカどもに指南する書き置きなのか。
Why isn't my family come see me?
いや、違いますぞ。
No, not at all. As a word suggests, it's a way for you to record your will for later generations. As far as
遺産分配のことだけを
more than just a means to divide up your inheritance,
ほう。
and apart from the division of the inheritance, what may I write of?
心残りややり
Oh,
残し。
there is your regrets. In matters you have left unfinished.
受け継い
Things
で
you
ほ
want
しい
to
こ
be
とや
passed down.
伝えたい
And
こ
things you
と
want to tell.
何
Anything
で
you
もいい
want.
んです
Things that want to be passed down and things I want to tell.
伝えたいことだ。バカバカしい。
Ridiculous.
この後ろ宮金蔵、後に残したいことも伝えたいこともただの一つ
I'm
も
not
な
one
い
thing I
わ。
want to tell or leave behind. I was
裸
born
一
with
貫で
nothing.
生まれた。
I will
そし
die
て
with
裸一
nothing.
貫で死ぬ。
There is
バ
nothing
カ
I
息
wish
子
to
供
leave
に
to
残
my
したいもの
foolish
など
children.
何一つないわ。
Even
も
if
し
the
も
end
訪
were
れ
to come
る最
today,
後が今日だと
even if
し
it
ても
were to come right
今だ
now,
としても
I shall
私
accept the
は
fate of death
何も
without a
恐れる
trace
こ
of
となく
fear.
その死の運命を受け入れ
Yuzo-san, I
全
treat
て
you
を
with
築き上げ
everything.
た
My
富
fortune,
も
my
名
prestige,
誉も全
everything.
てだ
Those
そ
were
れら
built
は
up by
私
me,
と共に
and
築
they
き
would
上げ
not
ら
be
れ
lost along with
私
me.
と共に失われよ
There was
後に
nothing I
残
wish
して
to
や
leave
るもの
behind.
など何もないわ何
Nothing.
もない
After
あと
I'm
は
gone,
野となれ
I
山と
care
な
not
れ
at all if it all goes to waste. I desire no
墓も
tomb,
棺
no
も何
coffin.
も望まぬわ
Those
そ
were
れ
the
が
terms
魔
of the
女と
contract
私
I
の
made
契
with the
約
witch.
だ
When I
私が死ぬ
die,
時に全てを
everything will be
失
lost.
う
that has
初
been
め
part
か
of
ら
the
その
promise
約
since
束だからこ
the
そ
very
何も
beginning,
残らぬのだ
and that is why nothing will be left behind. There is
何も
nothing
残
I
せ
can
ぬ
leave
のだ
behind. After reaching a furious crescendo, Kinzo suddenly jumped over. His expression was limp and feeble, as though his evil spirit has possessed him and then left.
だ
However,
が未
I do
練
have
は
one
ある
regret.
残すもの
nothing to
は
leave
何
behind.
一つないが
But there is
残
one
した
thing I
まま
cannot leave
行けぬものが
undone.
一つだけや
You would do well to write it down. Of
もち
course,
ろん生き
it
ている
would
う
be
ち
best if you
に
could
こなせ
finish
れ
it
ば
before
それ
your
で
time comes.
だが万一の時
However,
残
if
され
even
た
the
ものは
worst
それを
happens,
引き継いでくれる
those who come after you will carry to completion. You must leave behind your regrets so they can be resolved, even if you are unable to do so
解
yourself.
決できる
That is
そ
the
れが
purpose of a will.
遺言というものです
When Danger tried to gently pat Kinzo's shoulder, the dying man flew into a sudden rage and batted away Danger's hand. That is no good, no good, no good. It must be
私が
done
生
while I
きてい
still
るうちでな
live.
くてはならぬ
At the moment of
私
my
は死れ
death,
ば
my
魂はす
soul
ぐ
will
に
be
契約
devoured
の
by the
悪魔に
demons of
食
the
らわれて
contract
消え
and
去
wiped
っ
out of
てしまう
existence.
死後の世界も安
There
ら
will
ぎ
be
も
no peace
私
or
には
other
ない
world
の
after
だ
death. That is
だ
why
から
everything
全
must
て
be
は
done before I
私が
go.
生きているうちでなければならぬ
That is
だ
why
か
a
ら
will
遺
has
言
no
状な
meaning
ど
for me.
私には必要ない
And if I had the time to write such a thing, if I had such time to spare, I want to see it. I want to see it one more time. I want to see Beatrice's sweet face one last time. Oh, Beatrice, why do you resist me
なぜ
so?
に私をこれほどまでに拒むのか
I will
今
return
こそお前
everything
に
you
与
have
えられ
given
た
me right
全
this
てを
very
返
moment.
そう
I
全て
prepare to
を
lose
失おう
everything. So
だから
please,
最後に
show me your
も
smile
う
just
一度
one
だ
more
け
time.
お前の美少を見せてくれ
Beatrice, Beatrice, oh I
頼む
beg of
交
you.
渉だ聞
You
こえ
must
て
be
いる
able to
は
hear
ず
the
だ
spiral
お前
flame.
はそういう女
That's the
だ
kind of woman you are. I beg of you, show yourself to me.
姿を見せてくれ
You're here, aren't you? You're standing there invisible. Listen to the word of it. Listen to every word I say. Even now you're mocking me from somewhere. In this room, aren't you? Please, appear to me one more time and smile. You first fooled me. Even snatch away my life before your own hands if you wish. I don't want to die like this. I cannot let myself die until I see your smile just one more time. Ah, Beatrice. I offer up this life of mine. I offer it up to you. I'm begging you. Beatrice! The road is crashing the out and I am all here for it.
And the voice acting in this game is just, it's something else. I love it.
I admit I am not a voice actor at all. And if I do happen to be loud, please do tell me in advance. But
No, it's all good. If you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it. That's the big thing.
So far I am like slightly enjoying this. I think it's like funny. The guy crashing the out over like some witch.
Yeah, with no context
and,
of anything.
A wife that probably died. Like I'm assuming Beatrice is like his dead wife or something. Or like his kid. Like 1986. Oh god.
First day.
Oh god. Do they know? Do they know about 30,000 pizza? They don't know the horrors of 30,000 pizza. But you 87 hasn't
Neither
happened
do I,
yet.
to be fair.
Whoa. Things sure move with the times. I can't believe we'll be able to make the trip in just 20 minutes. I couldn't help but scratch my head and marvel at how far things have come in recent years. We used to go by boat. Back then, we were all forced to were nearly half a day of swimming back and forth over the sea before we reached Mijima. I didn't know there were Persona 5 fans.
A few years before that game came
And
out.
just a few. Things have gone so much more convenient these days. I swear to God, if they don't have 7-Eleven, I'm going to be so pissed. So I've never been on a plane this small. I've flown a huge jungle jet before. This will be my first experience in such a tiny one. It'll be a shake. It's gonna shake, isn't it? You see, the swarm boats shake more, so I guess the same rule probably applies to planes. Just spare me. Don't worry about it, Battle Raccoon. You'll shake us less than Goat did. Miro? Is that you, George Aniki? Don't scare me like that. You shaved 3 years off my life. You don't think I'm actually scared the plane shaking or maybe falling out of the sky or something, right? Of course not, my mistake. I'm sure you've changed a lot since we last saw you. After all, it's been 6 years since then. You're not a kid anymore. Yeesh. And here you are, enough to smoke and drink. Like father, like son. I've got no interest in smoking, but I've always wanted to try some booze. Like father, like son. Oh, you got your dad genes, I bet you can hold your own when it comes to drinking.
僕の場合
Oh,
は
I
好
usually
きで
drink
飲
for
むというより
business
は
rather
仕
than
事で飲む
pleasure.
方が多いからね。
Pretty
日
hard
本
to
の
do
ビジネスは
business in
酒
Japan
抜きは
without it.
難しいよ。
That's exactly right.
だから
So I
俺
was
も
thinking I take my
今
first
晩の夕
diet
食あたり
tonight
に
at
初
dinner.
挑戦してみようかなって。
ダ
That's
メ
no
だよ。
good.
バト
You're
ラ
still
君
a
はまだ
minor.
未成年じゃないか。
Drinking
未成年
alcohol
の
is
飲酒は
knowing the
発
son, the
育に
birth
悪
of
影響
minors
を及
and
ぼす可能性があって。
never mind.
うん。
Come
こん
on,
だけタ
I'm
ッパ
tall
があ
enough
りゃ
already.
俺の発育は十
In
分
fact,
少しろ。
it'd be easier
ち
to
ょい
find
と
clothes
身
if
長
I
縮め
shrunk
た
a
方が
little.
服が探しやすいくらい。
Until I hit my growth spurt, my height was below average in my class. But then I grew and grew, and before I knew it, I was over 180 centimeters. As I have all on muscle training and those shitty male performance enhancing drugs to thank for that. God, I didn't know you were Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thanks, Battler.
Before then, I'd never dreamed that I'd shoot 10 centimeters above George Oniki. You'd reach his peak height early on. Yeah, I'll let my relatives all say, look how big you've grown, Battler Chan, or something. Anyways, my name Battler. Well, it's pretty weird, don't you think? I got to wonder what my parents were thinking when they gave me that. That's his first name? And not like a nickname or something? That is like naming my child, like, Remington or something. You're gonna like the shotgun. You know what? That our first child's name is gonna be like Umbrella or something, I swear to God. I usually get called Santo-kun. Okay, that's better, honestly. Too bad, swinging the mess. My name is Ren. That way. I'm sorry, I'm an American. I larp the
It's Shiromiya Battler, but like if you read it traditionally as Japanese or even Sento, it could be Shiromiya Sento.
I love that you know Japanese, so you can explain these things to me, because I would miss a lot of this.
Yeah. Look, the thing I've got in 6 hours is I need to go translate something for a group of people, so...
Fair enough. No,
Yes.
I can't. The first part is my name,
Ushiromiya, not a y on the U. It's
Ushiromiya.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a fairly plausible Japanese pronunciation so far. No, the has not. Have you heard how I would pronounce it? Oh, it's my own name. That is made up of the characters for fight in person, and is pronounced Battler. Put it all together and you got Ushiromiya Battler. Pretty crazy, right? Crazy? I was crazy once. Crazy enough that my parents decided to lock me in a room with rubber rats. But it's even more crazy that some government worker let them make it official. Both groups are at the top of my must-kill list. You know what I should... You know, Battler? I have a great idea. Why don't you take in the Freddy Fazbear pizza? You've not been here. Anyways, this is one of my cousins. Yeah, whatever his name is, like Otakon or something. Oh, George. 5 years older than me, so he's probably turned 23 this year. Since the cousins consist of 2 boys and 3 girls, I end up playing with George all the time. Because I've always thought of him as a big brother, I call him Donkey today.
しかしバトラ君は大きくなったな。
Oshiromiya, Hideyoshi. Ooh, Battler-kun, look a big gun. You know what they
男子
say?
3日を合わざれば刮目して待つべしとは。
Leave a boy for 3
よう
days
言うた
and
も
you'll
んや。
hardly recognize him.
やっぱり血か
Must
し
be
ら
in
ね。
blood, I suppose. Eva,
ルドルフも高校くら
Rudolph
いま
wasn't
では
that tall
身
until
長そ
around
ん
his
な
high
になか
school
ったの
years.
よ。成
Perhaps
長期
people end
が
up
遅い
taller as
方
their
が
growth
最
spurt
終
comes
的に
late.
は伸びるのかもね。
That's nothing special.
男
A
は
real
中
man
身も
needs to
伴
be
わな
tough
くち
on
ゃ
the inside too.
そうや
Exactly.
バ
Valor
トラ
can
君
use how
は
it
分かっ
works.
とる
Real men,
Otoko
whether
wa
always based on
nakami
what
desu,
they got
omaya.
on the inside. You never
常に
forget to
己
keep
の
up your
鍛
training
錬
and
を忘れたら
discipline.
あかんそして虎
You
視
that?
眈々
Wait
とチャンスを待
very
っ
alertly
て
for
ド
the
カン
perfect
と開
moment
花させるんや
and strike. Now,
わし
even
も
I
まさ
imagine
か
that I
今
become the
日
company president by
会
him
社
today.
社長なんて
Master
一
of
国
my
事
own
情の
domain.
主になれるとは思わんかった
I will say, my boy. Being gone right is not a very good pick. I'm just gonna say that now. That is a terrible fashion decision. I hope this guy dies or something.
そうやあの無一文の
We
焼
have
け野
come this
原
far
が
after
わし
selling
の
out
原
Daniel's
点なん
ruined.
や
Yorishoniki's dad, Uncle Hideyoshi. He's a husband of Dad's older sister. In other words, we're not blood related. He's nice to shoulder all the time, even quick to give out some spending money to use to us kids. Simply put, he's an awesome uncle. Speaks of an own, very noticeable concise style dialect, seemingly of his own creation. He's actually a natural-born Kento man. Early leaving an impression is everything in the business world. So speaking in a different style than other people is an act that makes him stick out. However, I hear that he gets embarrassment talking with a earshot of a real Kansai person, so he switches back to standard Japanese. I don't really get it, but he's an interesting person.
すぐ自分の自慢話に入っちゃうのがたまに傷な
If
の
only you
よ
were so
ね。
quick to brag about your life story. That's
およ
enough for
し
now,
な
I
さい
think.
な。
I'm sure Balor's June's
耳
getting
にタ
tired
コ
of
がで
it.
きちゃってるんだから。ね
Aren't you?
え。
そんなこと
No,
ねえっす
no,
よ。
I. Nothing wrong
で
with
も
that.
いいじゃないっすか。
I think it's pretty
語れ
cool
る
for a
武勇伝
man to
があ
have
って
some
のは
stories he can brag about.
男としてかっこいいことだと思います。俺
I
な
don't
ん
have
か
anything like
語
that
るよう
at
な
all.
話は何もないっすからね。
Oh,
あら、
really?
そう
I'd imagine with a
バトラ君
man
なんか
your love
その
will
ル
lead
ック
girls
スで
crying
い
left and
っぱ
right.
い女の子
So
を
I'd
泣
have
かせ
trouble
てそう
believing
だ
that
か
you
ら
have nothing
さ
at all
ぞ
to
か
brag
し武
about.
勇伝が多そうだと思ったんだけど。
うわあ、だだだだだ。
You're
冗
joking,
談じゃ
right?
ないっすよ。
Of course
そんな
nothing
妙
weird
な武
like
勇
that's
伝
ever
あ
happened
る
to
わけ
me.
ないじゃない。
In fact,
む
if
し
you
ろ
know anyone,
紹
then
介
I'm
して
all
ほしいくらいっ
ears.
す。
Well,
あ
I'm
ら
sure you have some
ある
stories.
んでしょ、武勇伝。
What the hell are they talking about?
おばさんにも後で教えて
You
ね。
must tell your aunt all about them later. After all, I'm sure she never comes to me with anything
そう
of the
いう
sort.
浮ついた話が全部
This is my aunt and George Oniki's mother, Eva. She's my dad's older sister. She and Uncle Hideyoshi are a pair of jokers, and they've always seemed to be back as far as I can remember. This sometimes made them a bit hard to get along without a small. That said, I'm currently in the process of discovering that they still are hard to get along with. Even so, George Oniki's friend is interesting to me and fun. They seem to get along just fine. Sheesh, that's pretty much the total opposite of my real night.
バトラ君、
Sheesh, what an outfit.
ルドルフさんを見なかった？
あ、
You
さっ
headed
き
off
お
the
手
bathroom
洗い
a
に行く
while
のを見
ago.
ましたけど、
Is he
ま
still
だ
not
出てこ
back?
ないんすか？こりゃ
Even the poor
ぽ
geezer
っく
dropped
り
dead.
しまったかな。ナムナムナムナム。
What? No.
自分のお父さんにそんな言い方はないでしょ。まあ、あの人のお手洗いが長いのは今には。
ああ、アンニャルは昔っからそうです。
Do we really have to take a magazine with him every time he needs to take it down? Oh, what
何
on
の
earth
雑誌
might
持ち
he
込んで
doing with those?
何をしてんだか。
Oh, you didn't need
そ
to
んな
worry
心
about
配
that
は
out
全
all.
然不要よ。
As long as
私
we're
と一緒
together,
にいる以上、そんなこと一
I
人で
won't
させ
be
や
letting
し
him
ない
do
わ。
that on his own.
なんの話か。
I get the
後でじ
juicy
っくり聞きたいっす
details later.
ね。
握っとかないとどういうことになるか、よーくわ
いやいや、全く。
Oh no,
あの
Kitty.
クソ親父の
You're
手
the
綱
only
は
one
キリエ
capable
さ
of
んにしか
bringing
無
in
理っ
that
すよ。
old.
実の息子の俺も喜んで譲っちゃい
I'm
ます
more than
わ。
happy to let you take over.
任せてちょうだい。そういうの得意なの。
This woman is my dad's wife. Her name is Ishiromiya Kairi. As you can probably tell from my conversation, she's not my real mother. She's basically my stepmother. My real mom died 6 years ago. Rip her, I guess. Ari-san is the woman Dad married afterwards. I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. It's too way too late now for me to start calling his second wife Mom. And I guess she feels like using the word son on this massive kid who's no relation to her at all. We are little kids. We know there's nothing to be gained by fighting, so we wouldn't force ourselves to pretend we were family. I decided to be more frank with her, as though she's a friendly neighbor instead. Much easier to keep a little distance instead of forcing ourselves to act all close and making each other uncomfortable. Ari-san has been very open about all this. Thanks to that, we've been able to get along pretty well. As we were capitalizing on Dad being waiting in the bathroom to badmouth him, the man himself came back, waving his hand with a hamburger. Oh, he looks like an...
バトラー
なんだよ、親父。耳つねんな。
Don't pee my ear.
また母
So
さん
you've been
と
trash
俺の悪
talking
口を言ってた
about me with Mom again, haven't you?
なんでお前には
What makes
父
it
親
so
に
hard to
対す
show
る
a
尊
little
敬の
bit
念
of
って
respect
や
for
つ
your
がわかねえ
father?
んだ。
いでででででででいででででで。ああ、いでえよ、クソ親父。俺の耳伸ばしたって空は飛べねえぞ、おい。
Yeah,
Hold
no,
it.
you were right. This guy can't be business.
縦縦横横丸書いて逆に回して倍率どんどんさらに2倍。お父様失礼なこと言ってごめんなさい。
Now see,
Ding,
oh father,
ding.
please forgive me for being so rude.
冗談じゃねえぜ。そういうのは会員制のお店でやりやがれってんだ。だから。
I think I'm pretty tall, but Dad's about the same height. It's probably no surprise that Auntie Eva started talking about Dad's blood when she saw my height. By the way, my height is the only thing I've got from him. It seems having weird names rather than family. That's full name is written of that. Can you read it? No, I can't. Not many could, I'll tell you that. And there was one bit of reason why I can't. That mess of characters is pronounced Rudolph. You must hate grandfather for giving him that name. Still, that's no reason to pass that weird naming tradition on to me. As the old bastard quizzing my ear all over the place, Auntie Eva snuck up behind him and grabbed his ear.
こらこらルドルフ
Hey, Rudolph!
息子に乱暴
Don't
して
take
る
your
んじゃない
frustrations
わ
on your
よ
kid.
言ってよ姉貴。
The scene before was a perfect realization of the trope in the older sister who deals out punishment to her prankster younger brother despite his size.
エヴァ姉さん、その
I
くらい
think
に
that's
してあ
good
げて
enough
くだ
and
さ
now
い。
even Nissan,
同じ分、
even
後で
Nissan,
反対の耳を
I'll make
私
sure
が
to
引っ張っ
stretch
て
out
伸
his
ばして
ear
おきますので。
later on.
あらごめんなさいねキリエさんの引っ張る分も残しておかなくっちゃルドルフ後でたっぷ
Make
り
sure
キ
Kyrie
リエさん
son
にお仕置き
gives
して
you
もらい
lots and
な
lots
さ
of
い
punishment
ね
later on, alright?
たく
You're one to talk
姉貴こ
honestly.
そ
Only you're
弟
a
いじ
little
めもいい
brother
こと
like
だ
that.
秀吉兄さんもこんな
Even
姉
though
貴を拾ってくれ
Yoshi
て
Nissan,
本当に
I'd
あ
like
り
to
がとう
thank
ご
you
ざい
very
ま
much
す。
for breaking her out.
兄さんの寛大さが
I
なかったら
If you hadn't been so generous, she'd still be unsold in the store.
弟として
You
申し
haven't
訳ないで
gratitude
す。
and apologies.
うーん
What the f are you talking about, dude?
誰が売れ残るって
Exactly my point. What the f are you talking about, dude? After taking 2 to 3 steps back, Auntie Eva unleashed one of her beautiful high reverse roundhouse kicks, but stopped just a centimeter away from the tip of Death's nose. Give me $5, I would do it. After starting with Tai Chi Chuan, her figure, Auntie Eva had then developed an interest in the Chinese martial arts. After that, she went through karate, taekwondo, capoeira.
Oh, that's right. Capoeira.
Yeah, capoeira. Capoeira, and what she's learning now again. Well, anyways, they see all these weapons that are in her lower body. That's literally true for Auntie Eva.
ルドルフ
Ludo!
側頭部直
Did you know
撃
that
だ
single
と
direct
一
blow
発
to the
で
side of the
混
head
沌
like
する
that
わ
would knock you
よ
unconscious.
この間演舞で
Not
ミス
so
って
long ago, I
相
accidentally
方泡
connected
吹
in
い
a
ちゃ
practice
ったんだ
match.
から
And
ね
my opponent was out cold.
いやい
Sheesh,
や
what a pain.
足癖の悪い姉貴で
Yes, I have
本
to
当に申し
apologize
訳
for
ない
her
です。
tendency to lash out with their feet too. Never a brother. Never had a brother or sister myself.
だから
So when I see you two bicker with each other, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
兄弟や家族は
Sure, it's nice to have big family and siblings.
あら、
Oh,
ジョージ君に弟
then
を作っ
why
て
not
あげると
consider
いう
making a
話
little
はない
brother
んで
for
すか？
George Kuhn?
もうジョージ君も立派な大人になって手も
He's
離
already
れた
have a
でしょう
fine
から
adult who's about to go
次
off on
の
his
子がい
own,
て
so
も
it
いい
might
でしょう
be
に。
a good time to have another child.
おいおいキリエ
Hey, I have a little sympathy for the new kid and all the pain and suffering he'd had to go through.
よくこの昭
I'm
和の姉
surprised
貴から
George,
生まれ
even
て
George Kuhn turned out as
ジョ
well
ー
as
ジ
he
君
did
は
after
何年
being
も
born with
ま
a
っすぐ
sister
育って
of
くれたもん
mine.
さ本当にジョージ君は
What
偉
an
いね
awesome kid he is.
うちのボンクラに今
Please
度
share,
爪の赤を
please
分け
share
て
some
や
of
って
that
く
with
れ
our
よ
we'll have his son someday, will you?
そんなことないわよ。
That's not how it worked.
エヴァ姉さんの教
I
育
think
が間
that
違っ
even
て
his
なかったか
sons
ら、ジョー
are
ジ君はあんな
rearing
に素
that
直ないい
George
子に
Kuhn
なったん
became
だ
the
か
good
ら。
gentle kid that he is now.
ですよね。
Isn't
姉さ
that
ん
right, Nissan?
あらあらそんなうちのジョージもま
Our
だま
George
だ
still
大
has a
変
long way to go.
そうそう
Oh,
それ
by
よ
the
り
way,
お宅
how's
の
your
エンジ
little
ちゃんは
oh
ど
my
んな
god
具合な
P5X
の
blurry moment on Shi-chan doing?
吐いちゃったって
I heard
聞
she
いた
was
けど
vomiting.
そうやそうや
Oh, that's right.
久しぶりに顔
I
が
was
見れ
hoping
る
to
と思っ
finally
て
see your
期待
face
して
after
たんや
such a
で
long time.
大丈夫なんか
いつも季節の変わ
He
り目
often
に風
catches
邪
a
をひく
cold
ん
when
で
the
す。
seasons change.
どうも弱く
He's very frail.
本当は連れてきたか
I
ったん
did
で
want
す
to
け
bring
ど
her along, but we
今
decided
回
to
は
have
私
my
の実
family
家に
look
面
at
倒
her
見ても
this
らってい
time.
ます。
それが賢明
The
よ
wise move.
本家の毒気に当てない方が治りは早いもの
She loaned them in faster if she's not exposed to that toxic cat house.
大人の都合より
Those
子供の病
Elvis
気
do
の
always
方
more
が
important
大
than
事
an
よ
adult's convenience, don't you think?
わしな
There's
白
some
風
great
邪に大
medicine
きく
for
薬しっとん
vitamins
や
colds like that.
帰ったらすぐ送るさかい
When we get back,
使うてくれや
I will send some over right away, so be sure to give her some.
ありがとうございます、秀吉兄さん。
Thank you very much.
いつもお世話になりっ
I'm
ぱな
always in
し
your
で。
debt.
まだ天候調査中
Looks
は
like
な
we're
くな
still
らない
waiting for the
ね。
weather report. The pending weather clearance time was so set to the scheduled departure time for the flight we were scheduled to be. We were scheduled to board. We're not again. Smaller blazer more subject to winds and other effects of the weather. And it's not at all uncommon for flights to be delayed because of that. Wait a second. Is it really gonna shake? Is it? From down here on the ground, it looks cloudy, not windy. Well, I guess it's different where the planes fly.
ちょっと天気が怪しいものね
また台風
A
か
typhoon again.
親族会議が
I
毎
guess we're
年
doomed to
10
be
月ってんじゃ
the family conference being in October every year.
もうちょい時期を選んでくれ
He
りゃ
choose
い
a
い
better season.
どうかね私もお盆の時期に
I
やっ
always
て
hope
く
we
れれ
could
ばっ
have
て
it
いつ
sometime
も思うわよ
around the Obon Festival in mid-August. Mid-August?
ならルドルフ
In that case,
それ
why don't you
今
suggest
回
that
の
the
会
father
議
and
で
Nissan
お
during the
父様と兄
conference?
さんにて
冗談
Very funny.
姉貴が言
Why
え
don't you do it yourself?
俺が何を言っても 兄貴は聞かねえよ。
いやよ。
No way.
私は別に10
Doesn't really
月でも
bother
困
me
ら
that
ない
much to have an
の。ルドル
October.
フが
You were the one
台
that
風が
complained
嫌だ
about
か
the
らって言
typhoon.
うから提
So
案
he
した
asked,
らっ
so he said, ask him to change it then.
て言っただけ。
俺は台風が来るのはいつ
I
もの
only
こと
said
だ
that
って言
typhoons
っただけだろ。
always come around this time
お
of
盆の
year.
時期がいいって言
You're
い
the
出し
one
た
who
の
said
は
it.
姉
You
貴だ
wanted to move
ぜ。
it mirrored over.
あら。
Well,
去
you
年
said
ル
it
ド
too
ルフも
last
言った
year.
わよ。お盆の時期なら
Didn't you
仕
see that
事
it
の
would
ス
be
ケジュ
easier
ール
to
と
fit
合わせ
into
や
your
すいの
schedule if you
に
had
っ
a
て
mirror one?
言ってねえだろ。
I
そんな
never
こと
said
よ
anything like that.
言ったわよ。
Yes, you did.
私、そういうのは絶対忘れないもん。
いや言ってねえよ。
No, I didn't.
言ってんのはいつも姉貴だよ。
知ってる
Are you aware?
寸止め
So,
って
I
高
can't
等
just
技
a hair's
術なの
breadth
よ。
away. It's a very high-level technique.
チェいい年した
Women
女
your
が
age should be more
はしたない
proper
ことば
than
っか
that.
してんじゃね
Yeah, they are bickering like children. Not I lie though. Me personally, I would pick the aunt.
Hell yeah.
普段は父親や母親として振る舞っていても、こうして親族会議で元の兄弟に出会うと、子供の頃の自分に戻っちゃうからだろうね。
と、冷静に分
You're
析
the
で
one
きる
who
ジョー
looks
ジ
like
兄
a
貴の
real
方が
doll, analyzing
ずっ
that
と
out
大人に見えるぜ
calmly.
俺は将来
I hope I
あん
never
ま
turn
ク
out
ソ
like
親
that.
父みたいにはなりたくない。なるなら
I'd
兄貴
rather
みたいな
much
素敵な大人に
end
なり
up
たいも
as
ん
an
だぜ。
intellectual adult like you, Anaki.
僕かい
Like me? Oh, I still
僕
have
な
a
んか
long
ま
way
だ
to
まだ
go.
さ、社会経験が全
I
然
still
足り
have
ない
very little
し、社交
experience
性
out there
も
in the
度胸
real
も足
world.
りな
I
い。
need to work on becoming more bold and sociable.
バトラ君には
I think
それら
you've
のい
far
くつかが
surpassed
す
the
でにある
anomalous
ように
counts
思うよ。
battler could.
だからきっと成
I'm
人し
sure
たら
you'll
僕なんか
outstrip
すぐ
me
に追い
fast
抜いちゃ
enough
さ。
when you become an adult. Of course, he was just being humble. He entered a university and became an apprentice at Uncle Hideyoshi's company at the same time, studying both academics and how to become a business emperor in parallel. Then, right after graduating, he got into Uncle Hideyoshi's company as a father's aide, idling a lot of real-life experience as he devoted himself zealously to his work. He even has great dreams of one day standing on his own and becoming lord of his own domain. Like he is a real paragon of a man, sparing no effort as he strives towards his goal. No exaggeration that I really respect him. And then there's me. I'm nothing at all like Anaki. I'm living my happy-go-lucky idle high school life to the max. I've got no dreams for the future. I just like to sit back, stay cool, let the money flowing, but of course that can never happen. When Anaki was my age, he had already formed an impressive objective and started devoting himself towards studying towards that goal, so I guess I can't compare it all. My dad just says, sure you can study at my company if you like killing toilets. I'm not gonna be in debt of that. I'll find my way myself. I guess that intensity is my one qualification towards adulthood. Should I go on one of those self-searching journeys that are all the rage these days? That should really be the plot of the next Persona game. What was it, Persona 5? They should really do that.
Based on the vibes they've set, I don't know if it would be, but yeah, I hope they do something interesting.
おー
Oh! Oh my god! Uncle's a really nice person on the whole, but he doesn't have a problem controlling the volume of his voice. When I looked over, I saw he was greeting Auntie Rosa, who had come late.
おーおー
Oh my god!
ローザさんやないかマリアちゃん久しぶりやの
Maria-chan! Long time no see!
久しぶり
Long time no see? Oh god, her name is
fucking
Maria!
goat on
You won't let her
screen.
near Shadow!
My goat is on screen.
Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Alright, Chad. Berry time! she is wearing the crown of a black pawn, the Black King. So, hypothetically, as you can see, chat, she is following her like enemies right here is the Black King. Hypothetically speaking, what if she's the Black Kingdom in chess piece in the chessboard?
I'm not gonna give comments on anything, like theory-wise. I'll maybe like say, hey, it's neat or whatever, but I'm not gonna spoil shit.
Maria?
Theorizing is one of the really fun things in this game.
Oh, hey, I like her design. She's cute.
Yeah.
お久しぶりです。でしょ
Should be. It's good to see you again.
言ってごらん。
Reach your uncle properly.
ほう
Hmm.
お久しぶり
It's good to see you
で
again.
す
No, I like Rosa. She's cute.
そうや。
There you go.
よく言えた
Well
な。
said.
ご褒美に飴玉あ
I'll
げよ
have
う
some
な。
kitties as a reward.
おっと、
Oh,
What?
uh-huh.
どこにしまった
Where'd
ん
I
や。
put them?
ローザさん、お久しぶりです。マリアちゃんもお久しぶり
It's。good to see you too, Maria-chan.
ご無沙汰してます。
It's been
キリ
too
エ
long,
さん、
Kyrie
秀吉兄さん
Nisan. Hideyoshi-Nisan.
と、
And...
あ
Oh my. Battler-kun?
ら、大きくなったわ
Look how big
ね。
you've gotten.
いや
Ah, come on.
今日は会うた
It's
びに言われて
embarrassing
て
hearing that
恥ずか
from
しいっ
every
すよ。
person I meet.
おうローザ
Hey, Rosa.
遅かったな
You're late.
飛行機がダイヤ
If
通
the
り
plane was on time, you barely have
ギリ
made
ギ
it.
リ
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
列車の接続
We've
がうま
had
く
some
いか
trouble
なくて。
making our train connection,
何
so we're
ま
waiting
た
on the
天候
weather
調
yet
査中
again.
なの
ぼやかないぼや
Oh,
か
don't
ない
complain.
船で6時
I
間も
much
揺られ
prefer
る
the
くらいなら
30-minute
飛行
plane
機で
trip
ほんの
to spending
30
6
分の
hours
方がず
bouncing
っと
around
マシ
on a boat.
よたとえ1時間
You
余計
were
に待たさ
waiting
れて
here for an hour, so
全
much
然
faster
早いんだか
overall.
ら
マリアちゃんも大きくなった
Maria-chan's
で。
gotten huge too.
今、身
So,
長
how
いく
tall are
つ
you
あるん
now?
や
Ooh.
しんちゃん
So how tall am I now? How tall were you last
こ
time
の
you
間の
got
身体
measured?
測定。これでも少しずつは
You
伸びて
just
るん
keep
ですよ。
getting bigger and bigger.
ね
Don't you? Ooh.
去年よりもずっと
I
成
think
長
she's
したと
grown
思
up
いますよ
since last year. Let's see, she turned 9 years old this year, didn't she?
9歳
9 years old. Ooh.
そうだね。
That's right, you're 9 years old now. Ooh.
マリアちゃんも元気そうでよかった
Glad to see you're doing well too.
よいしょ
Up you go.
もう高い高いをするには
I, never mind, I
ちょっと重くなっ
guess
て
you got
き
a
た
bit
か
too
な
heavy to play airplane with.
うわ、ジョージ兄貴。そりゃ
Gosh,
レディーに
Aniki, what
失
a
礼
weird
だ
thing
ろ。
to say to a lady. Yeah. Must be real embarrassing to not be able to carry a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I can't. No defense there. That's something.
俺、俺がやってやるぜ。
Up
高
you
い
go.
高い。
Ooh. When I went to lift her out in Aniki's place, Maria stepped defensively, staring suspiciously at my face. Oh, that's right. The last time I met Maria, it was 6 years ago, and she was only 3 years old. Of course she doesn't remember my face.
マリアちゃん
Maria-chan, don't you remember?
バトラ君よ
It's Battler-kun.
一緒に遊んでもらった
We
の
used to
忘
play
れちゃっ
together, remember?
うーん
無理だろ
I doubt you have any luck.
最後にバトラと会った
The
のは
last time she met
3つの
Battler, she
時
was
だ
only
ぜ
3.
3つの時の記憶
You
なん
don't
か
remember.
残っ
You
て
don't
ね
keep memories at that age. You must know everyone's face apart from mine because she meets them every year. But I haven't had contact with the Umineko family for about 6 years now. So it's no surprise that this 9-year-old girl doesn't have any memories of me. Even only I can barely just remember her being a 3-year-old crybaby.
マリア、
Maria.
バトラお兄ちゃんよ。 ルドルフおじさんの息子さん、わかる？
おじさんの
Uncle's
息子さん
son
が
is
おじさんが
Uncle's the son.
は
Ah. Ooh. That ooh was probably the sound of her brain breaking, unable to understand the complicated explanation. I guess I was a bit confusing for her.
マリアちゃん、
Maria-chan.
彼はバトラ
This is
君。
Battler Kun.
僕と同じいとこだ
He's
よ
her。cousin like me.
庄司お兄ちゃん
Like
と
George
同じ
Oni-chan.
バトラ
Battler.
いとこ
Cousin.
ー
Ooh.
そう。よくできたね。
You got it. This part of Aki is what makes me really look up to him. For someone who isn't married, he's great at dealing with kids. I'm sure he'll be an indulgent father in the future.
バトラお兄ち
Battler
ゃん
Oni-chan. Maria looked straight at me with a questioning expression as though asking if whether it was alright to call me that.
おうや
Yep,
俺が
that's
バトラ
me,
だ。
Battler.
よろしくな。
こら、マリア。
Maria.
呼びつけちゃダメで
You
しょ。
mustn't address him with
バ
that
トラお兄
honorifics.
ちゃんと呼びな
Don't
さい。
Battler Oni-chan.
いいっすよ、
Let's
ロード
go,
おばさ
Auntie
ん。
Rosa.
細かいことは気
I
にしない
don't
っす
select
か
the
ら。
small stuff.
まあマリア。
Right, Maria.
俺とお前は
We're
名前を
buddies
呼
on
びつ
first
け合う
name
仲だ
basis.
もんな。
Us two, heartbeat.
バトラバトラバトラ
Oh, fun, fun.
おうやマリアマリアマリアうう
They horsed around for a while to make up for the 6-year gap in their friendship. He'd probably still thinks of me of nothing more than a big new friend, but things will probably work out as we get to know each other again. But I'm surprised. She's just the way I remember her being 6 years ago. Seems that people just don't change that much after all. I'm a bit happy she's still the pure, innocent girl I remember. That one's not so difficult to read. Of course it says Maria. The third character looks like your cross, which is pretty cool. Her feelings don't usually show up on her face, so it'd be difficult to know just what she's thinking, but that's just how she looks on the outside. On the inside, she's just a sweet, normal girl. Then there's Maria's mother, Auntie Rosa. She's my dad's younger sister. Here's a name that's totally not Japanese. Sorry to say it, but her name's almost as ridiculous as Dad's. I gotta respect her for not ending up as screwed as he is. When I think about it, all of the names in my family sound foreign. That's why his grandfather's so obsessed with this. Because of him, he would ask growing children how to put up with his weird naming sense. It's even more annoying since grandfather's name. Perfectly normal. Anyways, there's one thing about Auntie Rosa that's relief compared to the other family members. Is it the fact that she is fine as God, my fish want her. Like,
You're not the first one to have that
Auntie
thought.
Rosa.
I have seen this. That is a sentiment that is passed off very often for early Umineko.
You don't understand my vibe.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Leo Bastard and Auntie Eva have this annoying urge to tease and mock people all the time. But even though she shares their blood, Auntie Rosa isn't like that at all. She has the most common sense among all the siblings. Like Uncle Hideyoshi, she's the kind aunt who will always be on the kid's side. However, possibly because she's more strict as a parent, he's not liberal as the liberal. She's not liberal with handing out spending money like Uncle Hideyoshi is. It would be really funny, or quite unfortunate, if the fact that we did all this introduction, and then they all just like died in a plane crash or something.
Oh, don't worry. There's a lot more introduction to go still.
Jesus Christ,
If
are
you
you
in all this,
kidding me?
this thing is like 80 hours long.
We already... I'm sorry, we're already an hour and 10 minutes into the recording and you're saying there's more? There isn't more, is there? Are you no commenting
intro.
because you don't want to tell me?
Intro? Like, do you mean? For context, depending on who you talk to, some people say like each episode of Umineko can take around 20 hours to read.
What the? I'm now swing right through the lobby.
お待たせしました。
Our apologies for the wait.
新島行き
Boarding
201
went
便
out
の
commenced
搭
for
乗を
flight
これより開
201
始
in
いたします。
Nijima.
ご搭乗のお客様は
Yes, and the passengers, please form two lines in front of the counter. Behind the white line.
ロザ搭乗手
Rosa,
続
you
き
still
ま
haven't
だだ
gone
ろ
through boarding procedures, right? Are you?
いけない。
Oh no.
マリア、いらっしゃい。
Maria, come on. No. I had to go through a metal detector before going out on the runway. Our small plane was as massive as an international flight, but it's still a plane. A staff member holding a metal detector checked us all. Once all of us cleared the chat, we followed the staff member out on the runway. Come to think of it, everyone here in the Ushiromiya family. It's like this is a reserve charter flight or something. A heard soft in front of the entrance to the plane. Then our group turned around and spoke, looking down the passenger list as she did.
それでは、これより
Boarding
ご
would
搭乗
not
への
commence.
名簿をお読み上げいたします
As
の
I
で、
call the names of the
前
passenger
方の
list,
座席、
please take your
右
seats
側
in
から
order,
順
starting from the front
に
row to the
右
right.
左
On the right
次の
side,
列
then
の
go
右
to the
左
left.
と
Then
詰めてお
on to the
座りに
next
なっ
row.
て、それではお読み上げいたします。後宮秀吉様、
わしからか
You shoes on
はい
first.
そうだエヴァ雨でさっきから探してるんだが
後宮エヴァ様、
He
ハンドバ
goes
ッグ
next.
の中よ。機内に入ったら出すわ。
I heard that candies are a good way to prevent your ears from hurting due to variations in atmospheric pressure when landing or taking off. They're probably what they're talking about.
俺の席
大丈夫だよ。窓際席しかないもん。
According to George Aniki, there are barely only 2 lines of seats. Yeah, it's a small plane, alright. It really isn't gonna shake, is it? It is. With the amount of times he brought up the fact, it's not gonna shake, is it? I swear to God, it is going to start shaking. There is gonna be like a plane crash or something, I swear to God.
後宮ジョージ様、
はい、
George is next.
大丈夫だよ。あんまり揺れないから。
後宮バトラ様、
兄貴
Eller.
あんま船から落ちても泳げるからいいが飛行機はもちろん客席にはパラシュートがあるんだろえねえの
後宮ルドルフ様、
ほらバト
Rudolph
ラ
is next.
感動
聞いて大さってパラシュートがねえんだよ
後宮桐江様、 ほら、
Kyrie.
仲良くじゃれてないの。進む進む。
言ってよキリエ押すなってボンクラが進まねえんだよ
後宮マリア様、
My dearest son. Ooh.
進む
Forward, forward.
後宮ローザ様、
Rosa-sama.
ほらマリア、
Maria.
静かにしなさい。
Keep quiet.
こちらは機長の川端です。
This is your pilot, Kawabata.
本日は新東
We'd like to thank you for taking New Tokyo Aviation's Flight 201 today.
新島空港までは
We
約
estimate
20
that the
分の
flight
フ
to
ライト
Nijima
の予定です
Airport will take about 20 minutes.
上空の気流が乱
We
れ
are
てい
receiving
るとの報
reports
告
of
が入ってい
atmospheric
ます。
turbulence.
多少の揺れがある
There
かも
might
しれ
be
ませんの
some
で、
shaking of the
離陸
aircraft,
後
so
も
we
シート
ask
ベル
that
トを
you
外
do
さ
not
ないようにお願い
unfasten your
いたします
seatbelts after takeoff.
兄貴シートベルト外しちゃいけない揺れってなんだよそれが外しちゃいけないってどんな揺れだくそー騙された
You
何が揺れ
tricked
ない
me.
だ
It is very shaky after all. George, you
パラシュートはどこだ
again.
よ
It would be really funny if there was a plane crash.
やっぱり俺は船がよかった
I knew I should have taken the blow. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill us. If there ends up being a plane crash, I'm going to kill George. we're all gonna die. I'm gonna revive myself, and I'm gonna run on George, just so I can kill that mother. Unfortunately, they all survived, and Balor has they didn't take the boat, which, at this point, man, next year, he is definitely taking the boat, with how much he's complaining. Gonna fall. Gonna fall. Yeah, that's how Valor sounds right now. Like a child.
He is being bullied by a 9-year-old.
Alright, yeah, that's enough. Enough bullying your cousin. What a surprise. I thought there was nothing that could scare Valor Queen.
こいつ
This guy can't even handle vehicles for some reason. Always feels about falling and sinking and stuff. You're the disgrace of a man you are. I really want to kill this motherfucker. I swear to God, I am going to beat him to death with a gun rotisserie chicken. I will beat this motherfucker so badly that he goes back to like 2007. And he hallucinates being like in like a McDonald's plane place and being chopped in a dog slide or something. And then I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna continue beating him to death. And he's gonna go back to 1987. I'm gonna finance a pretty good motherfucker. This motherfucker going to have 3 layers of dedicated to himself. With how badly I'm going to beat the shit out of him.
Interesting. But yeah, wait and see how the game goes, see how you feel about him after that.
I still want to beat him to death. Again, as it turns out, that he's some, like, eldritch primordial entity, where in his past life he was actually, like, the most normal, happy, like, nice person, and he has, like, trauma because of his father dying or something. I am never gonna have, like, sympathy for him.
さすがに揺れすぎだ。小型機乗るのは初めてだったから、ちょいと
あの大騒ぎでち
You
ょいと
call that a little stress? Sounds like it'd be fun to take an overseas vacation with you, Battle
おばさんとエ
Would
ジ
you
プ
like
ト
to
と
go
か
to
行か
Egypt
な
with your aunt?
14時間も飛行機に乗れるわよ
You get to ride a plane for a full 14 hours.
いい提案ね。バトラ君、エヴァ姉さんに少し鍛えてもらいなさいよ。それにしてもおっか
こらこら、人間誰しも得て増えては
Everyone's got their own strong and weak points.
そない笑うたら悪いで。
父さんも
Dad,
笑うの
you
は
laughing
悪
too?
いよ。ほら、マリアちゃんももう笑っちゃダメ。
もう笑っちゃダメ
She don't laugh anymore. No. Yeah, man. Being scared of things really such a big deal. Everyone obviously thinks I'm a big oaf now. We split up and took separate taxis from the airport to the harbor. From here on now, we should be taking a boat to the island. The islands are right next to each other, so it's not that far. She's cute.
Yeah, Jessica's awesome.
お久しぶりだぜ
Hiroshini-san, it's been so long.
やあ、ジェシカちゃん、1年ぶりだね。
Many years since I saw you.
また伸び
You've
たん
gone
じゃない
taller
かい
again, haven't you?
よし
Don't give me that. It's bearing hearing that every year.
おい、こいつが本当に。
ってことはジョージ兄さん
Hiroshini-san,
このデカブツ
this massive beast, is Balor?
いよ、ジェシカ！なんだよ、お前！嘘だろ？なーに、女みたい。なんだよ、これ、胸かよ！お前にも胸なんかできたのかよ！
Battler, you did not see that.
You gotta believe me, he gets better. You gotta believe me, he gets better.
Sometimes, I'm sorry, but, not gonna lie, some thoughts are best kept as personal thoughts.
Early Battler does have his problems, I'll say that much.
Battler, you did not do that.
Having to remember early Battler. Oh god.
You know what? Like father or like son, they are both terrible people.
ふざけやがれ
Hey, screw you! The blushing flower of 18. Oh, thank God she's 18, or that would be a lot weirder.
髪だって伸びりゃ出るとこだって出るぜ
Just like hair girls, so other stuff.
てめえに揉ませる胸なんざあるもんかいバトラこそなんだよバカみてえに図体だけでかくなりやがって知った腕力ついたのか
ざげんじゃねえあれからどれだけ鍛錬積んだか思い知らせて
うぜえぜ返り討ちだ
Shoot, they were on the same Magpye star as me, bearing the same kind of weird name. You see, that's pronounced Jessica. She's Dad's older brother's daughter. The older brother happens to be the oldest son of the Ushiromi family, so I guess that also technically makes Jessica a direct heir to the Ushiromi family. Because Jessica and I are the same age, and have a type of boy-girl rivalry between us. We've always used to fighting and joking around together whenever the relatives gather. Jessica couldn't quickly show she always had me beat in terms of size and physical strength. So whenever we scheduled as a contest of strength like this, it usually went Jessica's way. So even though I clearly understand that I'm bigger now, I still feel like I can't win against Jessica with my strength.
おなんだよ
What are you being all serious for?
いててて
おいおいおい
Hey, this ain't
力入れ
nothing.
てねジェシカ
Jessica,
お前貧
you've
弱にな
gone
っただ
weak.
ろ
Shut up.
こちとら女やってん
No
だ
woman over here, believe it or not.
いつまでも腕力で男に
No
勝
way,
てる
I
わ
was
けねえ
always
だ
gonna be stronger than a man.
まあそりゃそうだよな
Well, that's certainly true.
俺が腕につけた分の肉をお前は胸に
Me,
つ
I
けたん
put
だ
on
もん
my chest was
な
all into your chest. Battler. I swear to God, they hammers. The hammers, Magpye. I'm the hammers.
Oh, look, I was in the same boat as you when I read this the first time. Battler sucks early on. It is a miracle that this guy is one of my favorite characters ever.
Do I need to say it again?
I think it's implied anytime he speaks currently.
だからお前に揉ませる胸はねそれよりお前こそどうなんだよ身長以外にも他のと
バカやめろいやんこの野郎お嫁に行けなくなる変なとこ触んないで
人様が聞いて誤解すること言うんじゃねえ
Well, they were probably talking about me. Considering what a bossy brush it was 6 years ago, anyone would be surprised. Six years. Once again, I'm being shown with just what a huge amount of time that was.
やれやれこりゃもう私じゃかなわねえな
そんなことないよ。バトラ君にもきっと弱点はあるよ。ね、マリアちゃん。
Right, Maria? The phone.
ちょ、バカ、よせ、周り。
落ちる？
Oh,
なんだそりゃ。
what the heck is that?
あいにくだが、
Sorry,
この
but
作
you
品
won't
は
be seeing
ジェシカ
that
にはもう
weakness
さ
of
せない
mine
ぜ。
now.
何しろ。
After all, the Magpye play trip is already over and done with.
あとはのんびりチャボチ
Only
ャボと。
thing left is some nice
お船
fun
の旅
splashing
さ
at the boat trip.
あのオンボロ漁船が
I
こ
would
れ
thought
ほ
I'd
ど
become
恋し
so
くなる
fond
と
of
は
that
思
piece
わ
of
なか
junk
ったぜ。
soap.
あ
Ah,
ジョージ兄さん。
George Nissan, is there something wrong with his
頭
head?
どうか。
すぐにわかるよ。
You'll understand soon.
すぐにね。
Very soon.
これははあ
No lady with an apron. Oh yeah, that's taking back. I remember now.
バトラ君、ほら、お手伝いの熊沢さんだよ。
Masao-san, one of the servants.
熊沢のばあちゃんは忘れねえぜ。何しろこの6年ちっとも老けちゃいねえ。むしろ若返ったんじゃねえの？
Wait, you haven't grown younger, have you?
最近はお
Lately,
肌
my
が
skin has
ピ
been
チ
getting
ピ
all
チし
smooth
て
and
きちゃっ
silky.
て。ほら、
And
胸
look,
もます
hasn't
ま
my
す
chest
に
gone
大き
bigger
くなっ
even?
ちゃいましたんですよ。揉んでみます？
ご冗談。俺が揉みたいのはピチピチした姉ちゃんの胸限定だぜ。
私とて若い日、ほらほら、ぜひどう？
ひょー、勘弁してくれよ。若い姉ちゃんだ、若い姉ちゃん。熊沢のばあちゃん。
おいおいよせよ熊沢さん。監獄に半分足突っ込んだ人が
You were
足開
one
いちゃい
fun
けねえぜ
coughing shouldn't jump around.
若い方とじゃれるのが
The sport with the young
何
is
より
the
の
best
若
for
返りの
rejuvenation
薬ですよ。
medicine.
熊沢さんが
It's weird for
迎え
you
に
to
来
come
る
pick
なんて
us up,
珍しい
Kumasawa-san.
じゃない。どういう風
What
の
curious
吹き
turn of
回し
events
か
is
しら。
this?
用事を頼まれ
Normally
ると
when
い
you're
つも
obsessed with
腰痛
something
に
to
な
do,
るあ
your
なたが。
lumbago, your their lumbago always kicks in.
エ
You
ヴァ
sound
様
like you
は
are
相
harsh as
変わらず
usual.
手厳しゅうござい。急なお買い物がありましたもので、そのついでもっともお
Though
迎
it
え
does
待ち
give a
の
bad
老いぼれ
impression
のお迎
at
え
the
で
one
は
waiting to
景
greet
気
you as a
も悪いで
decrepit
し
old
ょう
woman.
が。
I'd rather not see it, but oh, Kumasawa, Bachan, maybe pass her promise as servant. You might act as though she's in good health, but we dream her headaches in the lumbago. Her body is wearing out. Without her, the very fact that she's still working is impressive. How old is she this year again?
Yeah.
ますますにお元気なようで。
You just seem to get more and more lively.
そ
Oh,
うだ、
that's right.
これ。
Here you are.
前に話してたお茶で
This
す。
is tea I was talking about before.
ほら、買って
Look,
きま
ever
した
awesome.
後で飲んでみてください。
Please do try it later on. She's the senior servant who's been working for the Ushiromiya family for many years. As you can expect from someone her age, she's not good at manual labor. From kitchen work to cleaning and laundry, she's kind of a super servant who can handle just about anything. She was her only flaw is a tendency to slack off. Here she tries to get away from heavier couples on work by pulling up her chronic diseases. And Kumasawa at Bachan's. Yes, maybe we should call that a sort of lazy craftiness.
いやー、相
Glad to see you're so in fine
何
spirits.
よりあれから背中の
How's your
具合
back doing?
は
薬を飲んでもちっとも良くなりませんで。こればかりはお医者様ではどうにもなりません。不治の病っちゅうもんですわ。
それにしてもジェシカちゃんはますます美人になったな。 夏日姉さんに似てよかったぜ。
Ain't glad you ended up like Natsuki, Nissan.
私的には全
Personally, I
然
don't
似て
think
な
I
いつ
look
もり
like
なん
her
ですけ
at
ど
all.
つうか
I mean, I
親
don't
には
even
似
want
た
to
く
be
ないで
like
す
my parents.
尊敬してないん
'Cause
で
I've got zero respect for them.
こら、そんなこと言っちゃ
Now,
ダメ
you
よ。
should say such things.
それ
It's
にして
amazing how
も
many people don't
親
want
に
to
似
be,
たくないって言
don't
って
want
る
to be
人が
like
多
their
いわ
parents or
ね。
our
うちの
family.
一族は。
あ、それ俺。
Ah, that's me.
バカ言え。お前こそ俺に似るんじゃん。お前の鼻が似ててムカつくんだよ。
何言ってんのよ。呆れるくらいそっくりよ。あなたもお父様もね。
おいおい、そりゃねえだろ。俺のどこが親父に似てるってんだ。
傲慢で
You're
偉そうなところ
copying
とか
arrogance and
そっくりよ。
self-importance.
あんたと兄さんは
Father's
特に
blood
お
is
父様の
especially
血が
strong in you
強い
and
わね。
Nissan.
ねえ、ローザ。
What'd you say, Rosa?
まっ
Oh,
たく。
absolutely.
クラウス兄さんもルドルフ兄さんも
Ross, Nissan, and Rudolph Nissan are almost unbelievably like that.
おいおい、参ったな。
Why am
な
I
ん
the
で
only
俺
one
だけ
under
で
fire from the
女どもに
girls?
集中放火なんだ。
Oh. We haven't met Rouse, have we?
Not yet, no.
秀
Oh,
吉
so
兄さん
before we go any further, like, I don't think it's relevant for a while, but I would say, just as a preface, I should have said before you got into it, kind of a trigger warning for like everything ever. That's a sensitive topic, so be ready for it to go a lot of places.
Oh, what do you... Wait.
Just a heads up in general for the whole thing. Like, I'm not saying anything's gonna happen now, it's just, yeah. Like,
Wait.
for
Everything,
the guy
everything?
who worked... Not like everything, but like the guy who wrote this spent most of his life working as a social worker. So a lot of very serious topics in that regard. Handled seriously.
That
So
is...
just a heads up.
I am already very scared.
Yeah. Just, I figure it's probably of note to give the heads up just in case.
Anyways.
Yeah,
い
fair.
やいや、ルドルフ君はいっつも女性にも羨ましいで。
相変わらずモテモテでお羨ましいことです。それでは皆様、お船の方へお乗りくださいませ。さあさあ、マリアさん、一緒にお船に乗りましょうね。
一緒にお船に乗るみんなも一緒に乗る
おや、もう今度は波で揺れるのは慣れてるしな。オンボロ漁船の場合、
That piece of
揺れ
junkfish.
て怖いってより、エンジン
That
がぶっ
piece of
壊れて
junkfish
漂
in
流
bottom
するん
must
じゃ
have
ねえ
really
か
the
って
shaking
方が怖い
of
ぜ。
the engine breaking down of the boat drifting us off.
そうだ、バト
Oh
ラ
yes,
君。
Balor-kun.
言うのを
I
忘
forgot
れ
to
て
tell you.
た。あの漁船は
That
だ
fishing
いぶ
boat
老
was
朽化
completely
してたんで
decrepit.
数年前に引退し
So
たん
it's
だよ。
taken out of use a few years back.
今は
Now we
他の
can take
船
him
が
to the
島ま
island
で
in
運んで
another
くれるんだ。
boat.
ああそっか
Oh, right.
バトラは新
It's
しい船が
Balor.
初めてなん
Balor's
だ
first time
な
in the new boat.
快適だぜ
It's super comfy
すっげえ速いんだ
and frickin' fast.
何しろとんでもな
You
いスピ
know,
ードが出るん
crazy
だから
high
さ
speeds.
ほ
Ooh.
ー。ってことは、
That means less trip
船
time,
旅の
right?
日そりゃ素晴らしい。
That sounds great.
何しろ、
I mean, a boat might be better than an airplane, but if you're
沈没
telling
の
me
危
you
険
can
にさら
spend
され
it
る時間が少しでも
a little
短
less
くな
time
るってんだ
exposed
か
to
ら、
the danger of
こりゃ
sinking,
極めて
it's
素
just
晴ら
really
しい
awesome
ぜ。
and great.
おー
Ooh.
バトラはまた
Is Balor
落ち
in
る
a fall?
落ちる
そりゃ飛行機
It's
の
only
時
on the
だけさ。
airplanes.
もう大丈夫
Everything's
だ
fine
ぜ。
now.
何しろ船長
Well,
自慢の海
it's
上
really a
高速
modded
艇らしい
high-speed
ぜ
boat. The captain's quite enjoy it.
だいぶいじってるらしく
Seems like he tinkered it quite a lot.
プロペラは高
He was
性
going
能
on
な
and on
4機も
about
つ
how
い
he
てて
attached four
最
high
高速度は
efficiency
40
propellers
ノッ
to
トを
it.
超えるとかなんとか自慢してたな
Now it can break 40 knots or something like that.
いつも自慢され
He
るんで
bragged
覚
to
え
me
ち
so
まっ
much I
た
ended
ぜ
up memorizing it.
僕も毎年聞かされるんで覚えちゃったよ。船長は昔、外国の漁船と速度比べをして負けて以来、スピード、その時の相手は漁船なのに30ノット以上も出せたんだってね。
その雪辱の念が結
Brazil's
実して
thirst for
スカッと
revenge
爽
actually
快な
created an
超
awesome
高速
quality
改
of
造艇
super
の誕
high-speed
生とな
modded
ったわけ
boat.
さ。バトラもきっと気
I'm
に入
sure
る
you'll love
ぜ。
it, Battler. Super high-speed modded boat. I first thought that this would be much better than some beat-up boat that might singularly die. But for some reason I'm getting this feeling of foreboding. Now. The boat isn't gonna sink, is it?
Oi, バトラー
Hey,
島
Battler.
までは泳い
Maybe
で
you
いった
should
方
swim
がいい
to
んじ
the
ゃね
island.
えか
バトラ君、柵からあんまり身を乗り出しちゃ
You
ダメだ
shouldn't lean
よ。
over the railing too much.
落ちちゃうから。
You might fall.
落ちる
Gonna fall, gonna fall.
チェックしろ
So this is why you were all hurrying before. Super high-speed boat, said to have been modded that by his captain as a personal hobby, was definitely nothing like the battle fishing boat from 6 years ago.
うわ
It's shaking.
落ちる落ちる
I'm
落ちる
gonna fall.
落ちる落ちる落ちる
落ちたら海じゃねえかよ
If I fall
溺れ
from
ち
the
まう
sea,
ぞ
I will jump
パラ
on
シュ
it.
ート
And
なん
I
じゃ
where's the
ねえぜ
parachute?
浮き輪
No
ど
way,
こ
where's the
だ
buoy?
ライフジャケット
Give me a life jacket.
なんだよ、バ
What
ト
the
ラ。
Battler? What's
それ
that
何
supposed to
の真
be?
似だよ。
ジェシカちゃんもマリアちゃんもい
It's
じ
a
めちゃ
Ken-chan.
悪いって。
Maria-chan. It's not nice to
バ
tease.
トラ君も怖いなら甲
You're
板に出な
scared,
きゃ
then
いい
you
のに。
still come on, Death.
船内ならも
I
う
think
少し
if you
怖く
see
ない
inside
と
the
思う
boat,
け
you'll
ど
be
な。
less afraid.
海難事故の犠牲者は
Shipwreck
いつも
victims
船
are
内
always the
なんだ
ones inside the boat.
生存者を抱いて
The survivors
事故
who
時は
usually
甲
goes
板
on
な
the
ん
deck
だ
during the
ぜ
accident.
だから俺は
Don't
ここ
stay
に
right
いる
here.
でも揺れる落ちる
までもバトラ船長さんに速度を
I
落と
will
すよう
tell
に
the
言っ
captain
て
to
きた
slow
よ
down for you.
海の上でも安全運転
You
徐
don't
行運
wanna
転
see
に差
having
し掛
icy
け
driving, reduce speeds, boarding foul.
ダメよロ
Don't
ー
do that,
ザ
Rosa.
青年には
Deals
試
are
練も必
necessary
要
for
な
the
んだ
young.
かねバトラ君
Right, Battler-kun?
これくらいへっ
You
ちゃら
can
で
conquer
克
this much,
服
no
できちゃ
problem,
うじ
alright?
ゃないと
Otherwise, you won't be able to
おばさ
go
ん
to
とエジ
Egypt
プト
later
に
on.
うわーダメ落ちるライフジャケットパラシュートいや
No, Major, never think that way.
敵の狙いは何だ
What's the enemy aiming
俺を
for?
こうして怖がらせること
Oh,
か
he wants me to make me afraid like
そいつ
this.
が狙いならあまりでもダメ
Okay, I'm glad. Okay, not a lie. I am kinda glad it stopped. Because Jesus Christ, that was giving me a migraine.
Yes, it is just meant to kind of try and mimic how he's feeling.
Yeah, that generally worked.
これくらいなら
New speed, which allows keeper low tolerate, was apparently extremely slow. Oh, boat was shaking. I am leaping on the ocean surface. Felt like I was riding on the back of a flying fish. Second, Jessica was so falling at me as if I'd leaned against the railing, tired and disheartened.
さっきは力比
I
べで
lost a
負けたけど
strength
よ。
contest earlier,
も
but
っ
I'm
と
glad
重
I
要
know
な
I've
部分
got
で
the
負け
edge
てな
where
か
it
ったこ
really
とが分か
counts.
って。いやしかし
Seriously.
くっそー
Go ahead and laugh.
好きないつか弱点
One
を
of
見
these
つけ
days, I'm
返
gonna
して
find your weakness and I'll get
て
back
め
to
えの
you.
胸もみ
And then
潰
your
してや
chest
る
will be
ぜ
mined up. I am not saying that.
見つけられたら考
We'll
えて
see
や
about
る
that if
ぜ。
you ever do find it.
バトラヘロヘロ
ああバトラーヘロヘロだ海も空もごめんだぜ
バトラ君、船長が飲んで一服しないかい？落ち着くよ。
I didn't seem to somebody it somehow. I had the feeling I needed the boat. Everyone shows for the whole trip. I'm trying to think of something harmless to talk about.
ああジェシカクラウスおじさんと夏日おばさんは元気なのかよ
親父とおふくろ
My old man and my mom.
残念ながら元気
Unfortunately,
だ
they're
ぜ
fine.
二言目には勉強し
Little
ろ
area.
勉強しろってうる
Though
さいけど
every
よ
word out of their mouth is steady study, which pisses me off.
秀吉おじさんとかルドルフおじさんとか
I'm so jealous because it doesn't look like Uncle Hideyoshi or Uncle Weirdo say those kind of things.
と僕も受験を
I was
控え
like
てた
not
頃はい
during
つ
exams, I was
も
only
受
into
験
exams,
って言われ
exams.
うるさくも思ったけ
That
ど
was annoying, but now I'm
今は
grateful.
感謝して
ちなみにうちは絶なんにも言われないぜ。まあ言われたって聞かねえけどな。
ほう。バトラさんはまだご実家には戻られておられないのですか。
まあちょくちょく戻るようには。まだ服とかだいぶ前の家に残してるんで。
I didn't believe you at first, but you are wrong when you said there was a lot of sex. I'm not sure when the next save point is gonna be, but I do have like food right next to me that I probably have to eat eventually.
You should eat, yeah. Oh no, also save. You can save whenever, right click.
バトラ
You have to manually
お家
save.
が2つある
I might be stupid.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
yeah, second on the top.
Yeah, I'll just save when we get to like the island or something.
That's first.
まあな。
どうしてお家が2つおお
Only Maria, who couldn't really grasp the situation, voiced her naive question. Her naive question. However, the others just shot nervous glances at me, choosing not to respond even though they knew the answer. Maria!
ほら
Look,
船着
you
き場
can
が
see
見え
the
てきたぜ
harbor now.
ほらあれ
Look, over there.
見えるか
Can you see it?
船着き場見えた船着き場見えた
Really, Jessica was trying to be nice by changing the subject. Oh well. I'd rather not talk about it if I can't help it, but it's so uncomfortable to have it treated like some kind of weird taboo. I don't mind that much myself anymore. I am an ultra Mia. The truth is, for the past 6 years, I've been living with my grandparents on my late father's side, and I've been using her family name. Those grandparents passed away one after the other. Basically, I had no choice except to go back and live with the old. Don't be wrong, I didn't just run away from her or anything like that. The only one at fault is here is my dad. I didn't really blink at his son. Being able to hold out the reins in the right amount is no mean feat. And as for the betrayal the old inflicted on my mom, well, unfortunately, I still haven't fully gotten over that. Can't believe Rudolph put a hit on his mom.
もうすぐ着くね。
失礼しました。
Please refer to my indiscretion.
年寄りが余
It
計な
seems
こ
as
と
though
を
a
言っ
woman
て
has
しま
said
った
too
よう
much
で
already.
お気に障りま
I
し
have
たら
hurt your feelings.
気にもしてない
I
し
don't
触っ
mind it
て
if
も
no
ない
one's
ぜ。
feelings are hurt.
気にすんなよ。
Don't worry,
Kuma-san,
Bachan. Kumasawa-san seemed to regret speaking out of turn. I was more concerned about being worried over something like that, so I would stop and pass out quietly.
バトラ島が見えた島が見えた
Anyway, Maria reminds me a lot of Jewel with the way that she repeats her sentences.
Fair.
His whole thing is like chaos.
Yeah, on that note of V, I'd say it's the other way around. I've only played Undertale, but like Toby
I would
Fox
not
is
be
a
surprised.
very big Umineko fan.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Jewel was inspired by Umineko, considering the fact that like Maria does do the whole like speaking twice kind of thing.
あれあれあれ
どれどれおお、6年ぶりでも
Even
記
after
憶と
6
寸
years, the
分変
islands
わらない
haven't
島
changed a
国だ
bit.
ぜ。
バ
Yeah, this island's name is Rohinjima. It's a small island about 10 kilometers around, located in the Izu archipelago. In Seiko's archipelago, the Izu 7. Lots of you will think that there are 7 islands, but that's not true. There are technically more than 7. Rohinjima is one of the minor islands that don't get counted. Even considering that, there are probably very few people who know about this island. After all, only the people of the Ushiromia family come to this island. Villarosa has no ties whatsoever to outsiders or tourists, so you never find this island's name in a travel brochure. It's all because of Rohinjima is in the state possessed by the Ushiromia family head's house. Only the Ushiromia family lives there, and only people connected to the Ushiromia family go there. There's nothing except a harbor and a mansion. The vast majority of the island is still uncultivated forest. Such a waste when it could be made into a nice golf course. However, when you start to realize the entire coastline is a private beach, it starts to sound pretty magnificent. You may haven't realized it by now, but to put it simply, well, the Ushiromia family is just rolling around in dough. Fortune possessed by the head household barely is vast. And Dad and the others who make up the branch stream families build up the plenty of wealth for themselves, finding success in their family respective businesses. Been living that commoner's life in my grandparents' home this 6 years, so I've completely forgotten. But the old house is really elegant. And again, come to think of it, I guess that means George Aniki, Jessica, Maria, and I are all royally high-class gentlemen and ladies. Needless to say, none of us feel that way at all. Jessica's always complained that she'd rather move to the city than be rich. And Maria still has a kid who isn't even interested in money at all. I guess that attitude itself is snobbish. For the respective people living in poverty who can't pay the bills, we're very lucky you even have the luxury of thinking this way. Anyways, it's not the same as being able to choose the parents you're born from. I didn't ask to be born into a rich family. I don't think it's something I should be hated for. It'd be pretty trying when people are prejudiced against you, but just because you're rich and refuse to judge by your metrics. As a fond of these sentimental thoughts, Maria leaned over the railing and started shouting. Gone.
どうしたんだよ、マリア。何か落としちゃったのか？
Gone, gone! Maria kept yelling, gone, gone. From her words alone, you'd think she had perhaps shot something. She was actually pointing out over the ocean as she shouted.
どうしたの？何がないんだい？
Did someone go overboard?
僕も探してあげるよ。何？
If she dropped something, she probably would have looked down on the floor, but Maria was pointing something over the ocean. One would assume that she had seen something out over the ocean, but she kept saying that something was gone. Strange. However, since my last memories of this place came from 6 years ago, I was able to spot a Boharaniki who comes here every year. Huh?
確かさ、
No, if I remember correctly,
岩の上に
wasn't there a toy or something on top of a small crag around
あ、
here?
そうだ、確かにあったぜ。
That's right. It was definitely there.
島に近づいてくると最
I
初に
remember
迎え
it
てく
well.
れる目印みたいなもんだったから
It's like a
よく
landmark,
覚
the
え
first
てる
thing to greet you as you get closer to the island.
へえ。バト
Wow,
ラ
you're
すごいじゃ
amazing.
ねえか。6年ぶりな
Even
の
though
に。
it's just been 6 years, you
よく覚えてる
remembered.
あったね。僕も思い出したよ。鎮守の社と
There used to
鳥
be
居
a
みた
finding
いな
a
もの
toy
が
like thing saying
岩の上に
all
ポツン
alone
と
on
立
that
ててあっ
crag.
たよ。そういえばない
Now
ね
that。you mention it, they are done, aren't they?
去年は確かにあったと思う。
大方
Maybe they were
何
washed
か
away
で
by
さ
the
らわれ
waves
ち
or
まったんだろ。
something.
小さい岩だったしな。
It's a small crag, it probably got ruined because of its exposure.
私もそうだと思ってるんだ。なくなっちゃったのはこの
Actually
夏のことな
disappeared
んだ
during
よ
the。summer.
なんでもよ。
Apparently,
ある晩に大
a
き
huge
な
lightning
稲
bolt
妻が
fell
落ちて
one evening and smashed
お
the
社
shrine
を
or some
砕いてし
such.
まった神樹様に落
Fishermen
雷
whisper
が
that
あ
it
る
must undoubtedly be an ominous sign to have a thunderbolt
不
fall
吉
upon
の
her
兆しに違いない。くわばらくわばら。
Letting be gone, letting me gone. Ominous sign.
よせよ熊沢さん。
Enough, Kumasawa-san.
マリアはそういう冗談
Maria
通
isn't
じない
oil
年
enough to
頃なんだ
understand
から
this
さ。
kind of joke.
大丈夫だよ。偶然だよ。何も怖いことなんか起きないよ。
不吉
Ominous.
不吉
In some words she was saying was quite clearly ominous. It was a bit creepy.
おいおい、マリア。そんなに何度も繰り返したら、本当に不吉がやってきちまうぜ。
ふう不吉
Disaster coming.
来るって。
Just where is it coming from? In her reply, Maria held up her finger, raised her eye, and pointed up to the heavens. I looked up, I saw the sky and it was still just as cloudy, but it had grown a great deal more than it had been that morning. That's right, they were saying the typhoon was approaching. We all plan to spend one night on the island, but if the storm doesn't pass quickly, I won't be able to make it to school on Monday. Well, I guess it makes her a pretty good excuse to be absent. He barely sensed something ominous in this cloudy sky. She'd been muttering for a while now. Girls of Maria's age tend to be very impressionable. She's about the age when many girls start to get excited about sixth senses and whether they have any psychic potential and stuff. In a way, being sensitive about things like this is really out of the ordinary for a kid like her.
大丈夫だよ、マリアちゃん。天気は今夜くらいには崩れるかもしれないけど、明日には良くなって綺麗な青空になってるよ。
おー綺麗な青空
そう。明日になれば
And
綺麗
tomorrow
な
will be
青
a
空に
pretty
なる
blue
よ。
sky.
止まない雨はないし、
No rain that doesn't
晴れない
end. No
雲だって
clouds
ない。
that never clear.
やまない雨
Rain that doesn't end.
晴れない雲
Clouds that never clear.
確かに台風が近づいて
Sure,
るけどよ。
typhoon's coming, but it'll be
すぐ
gone
に過
before
ぎ
you
ちま
know
うっ
it.
て大丈夫さ、マリア。
Were you so young? Woo! What the zone? She was having a picture because no one could understand what she was trying to say. What in the world was Maria trying to so desperately to warn us about? Unable to understand her, we could do nothing but feel a vague sense of foreboding. Heard that everyone can feel the supernatural, but that it weakens as you age. Unlike me, that Maria, the youngest one of all, still possessed some kind of sense that the rest of us is lost. I wonder if that sense is sending her a warning. At that moment, Kumasawa sound quietly opened her mouth.
何でも
Rumor has it,
島は
the
そ
long
の
ago,
昔
Rokenjima was
熊沢さん、
Kumasawa-san.
その話は
Let's
なし
not
に
talk
しよう
about
ぜ。
that now. For Jessica, this was an extremely firm reaction. I wouldn't pressure further, just out of simple curiosity, but judging by how Jessica was acting, it wasn't difficult to imagine there was simply filling Maria's unease further. I did try to press her for the story, the odds were pretty good that wouldn't be anything bright and cheery.
それは申し訳ございませんね。ここの風は年寄りには応えますんで、ちょっと失礼させていただきます。
Kumasawa finally realized she'd overstepped her bounds. He went back inside the boat. In the end, it was his unwittingness that brightened the mood.
もう到着だそうやないか。おう、もうちょいやのう。今日はのんびりスピードだから時間がかかってもうたわ。誰のせいやねん。
うわ、秀吉おじさん。
もっと
Keep
言
on
ってやってく
twisting
だ
the
さい。
knife.
たく。
Seriously,
Butler
go to
no
bed,
side
let her
de
sing it
時間かかりすぎです。
forever.
ふう。
Rhea had probably come to the conclusion that no one was going to listen to her. Even her head was wearing a frightful face. As she did, George Aniki crashed down to meet her eyes and spoke to her kindly.
マリアちゃん、何も怖くないよ。だって、一緒だと何も言ってごらん。
一緒だと。
There's nothing to be afraid of if we're together.
うん。一緒だと何も。
そうさ。俺たちが一緒にいると、いつだってな、ジェシカ。
なあ、間違いな
Yeah,
いぜ。
no doubt about that.
ジョージ兄さんの言う
George
ことはいつ
Nisan
も
always
本
tells
当
the
だよ。
truth, Maria.
ジョージお兄ちゃんはいつも本当。
うん。僕は嘘をつかないよ。だから信じて。みんなと一緒にいれば何も怖くないんだよ。
ジョージお兄ちゃんは嘘をつかない。信じる。みんなと一緒にいれば怖くない。怖くない。
Maria jumped into George Aniki's arms and hugged him tightly. After Aniki patted her head, she simply jumped away again. The facial expression had returned so completely normal that she looked like a totally different person from moments before. She was once again an ordinary Maria.
みんなと一緒だからもう怖くない。
ああ、そうだぜ。もう平気みたいだな。マリアは強いな。偉いぜ。
マリア偉い。
なんや、どうしたんや。マリアちゃん、船酔いだったんか？ん？
まあ、
So,
そんなとこで
something
す。
like that.
申し訳つきます
We'll
ね。
be arriving soon. Oh, safe. It's finally over.